You'll see the real me. A disaster. Secrets that I keep locked like a monster.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Darkson Gaming. My name is Chris, and today we are going to be talking about our predictions for Saiyan Day that's going to be coming up. But I am not alone. I am here with Swipe the Stone. Swipe, say hello.
What's up, guys? How are you?
Oh, fabulous, fabulous. Okay, man, Saiyan Day is very, very close. At the time of this recording, we are about 4 days away from it. And as you guys can see on the screen right now, we are 1 day, 7 hours, 49 minutes, and 1 second right now away from Dokkan Now Volume 4, where they're going to hopefully be releasing some of the different stuff. Now, I know that there's supposed to be a data download that's going to be happening approximately 4 hours before the Dokkan Now comes out, so hopefully they're not going to be spoiling too much stuff, because we all know how they like to do that, right?
Oh, yeah. I agree.
So, first, before we jump into what we think for this year, I just wanted to kind of highlight some of the different things from last year. So, Saiyan Day last year, and from 2 years ago, we ended up getting 3 + 1 + 8 stones. So that was like our stone compensation for just the first day login and everything within that. So obviously I would like to think that they're going to continue with that. Would you agree?
Yes.
Yeah, so I mean right there, 12 stones right off the bat, just from getting kind of going from there. Then we also obviously had our login bonus that happens with every single celebration. The mixture of awakening medals. The aged meat came out last year, so that would be kind of cool. Be interesting to see if we would end up with some type of a new item or something that's going to go along with that, plus 26 stones for logging in each day. And then special missions, they had the 30 + 18 Dragon Stones with the special missions. I would think we're going to be something similar with that, right?
Yep.
And we actually ended up... Oh, I'm sorry, what was it?
It's always been a repeat, so I don't see why they wouldn't continue.
Yeah, and then 3.18 million Zenny, so that's always really nice to be able to get that. Dragon Stone sales, I was actually surprised. It's very similar. It was 5 times with the 32 pack, and then 7 times with the 91 pack. Again, I think it's going to be very similar there. And then just obviously the Dokkan Fest kind of going on from there. Now, one thing that happened on both times is that they had like the Twitter campaigns where we got different rewards. Would you expect some type of a Twitter campaign as well? Or Facebook?
Yeah,
or
I mean, social media, they always do those little tacky social media campaigns or whatever. Hit this many likes, retweet this many, this, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, and each one of those, each step that they had designed for that, you were able to actually get 3 stones, so that was a total of 15 stones that they give, and then both times they actually landed on top grossing. So last year we got top grossing of 30 stones, and then a whole bunch of orbs and some training items and different things of that nature. And then the Saiyan celebration that we had from 2 years ago was actually the Vegeta and Trunks Gallic gun. Everything was very, very similar, just kind of showing here the stones. Now, there wasn't as many on the Dragon Stones, but they did have 2 additional super discounts of 77 Dragon Stones. So that would be kind of cool to see.
That was all.
Because I like that one. I think that one's pretty good. But we did have the top grossing, which was 37 Dragon Stones, plus one thing that I really hope they do this time, 30 story keys and 30 challenge keys. I mean, those are, I think, probably one of the better rewards that they seem to give.
You and your story keys.
I love my story keys, man. Hey, everybody, that's like the #1 question people ask me is, when story keys going back? I mean, I can't wait to make a video about how story keys came back. So,
Man, you don't even need story keys anymore. Literally every single medal that's obtainable in story events is in the Baba shop now.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, absolutely. I mean, you just have to go through and wait for those to pop around, and just make sure you're checking that every 30 minutes. That's actually a good point there. Now,
yes,
who do I think is going to be Saiyan Day? I think it's going to be Broly. Who do you think it's going to be?
Gee, where did you come up with that, Darkson?
Well, now, see, that's what's really messed up, because this is why I don't like sandbagging some of my videos. I have thought that it was going to be Broly for a bit, but thanks to I Seriously and the French data miners, they did tweet out that, you know, it's not confirmed, but man, it's like 99%. I will be shocked if it's not Broly.
I'm gonna pretend like that didn't happen, and I'm gonna stick to my guns, and I want my God Vegeta.
God Vegeta would be sweet.
Not Super Saiyan God. God.
Yeah, the red hair.
Yep.
Yeah, God Vegeta. Yep. And yeah, that would be pretty sweet for them to do that. I think they're going to have another celebration, because I think this year is the movie celebration year. Just like last year was Tournament of Power, I think we're going to get a whole bunch of stuff, which obviously we could get into more in depth in later videos and later discussions. But taking a look, do you think it's going to be, or I guess obviously you're hoping for God Vegeta, but out of Broly, do you think it would be Z Broly or Super Broly?
Well, if they listen to us, which apparently they don't very well, it would have to be first movie Broly. We need that Broly, like Paragus crushing Broly. We need him.
Yeah. I think that would be pretty cool. I think that I could see them doing two different things. One would be like a transforming Broly, that you could go with a Broly that would be base form, Super Saiyan Broly, Legendary Super Saiyan Broly. I mean, they could even technically do like a Bio Broly as the last stage to get 5 stages, because they've got like the false Super Saiyan Broly, and then the true Super Saiyan Broly, and then kind of going from that point. So I mean, you can have a couple different steps. I think that would be kind of cool.
A transforming one, I'll be happy.
That, or like you said, having like a Paragus that goes into a Broly or something to that effect. Regardless of what they end up doing, what I really want to see from a Broly, and I've been seeing a lot of people make comments of it lately, so it's cool that I'm not the only person that thinks this way. I want to see Tank Broly, because there's times in really more the first movie than the second movie. But that first movie, he takes everything. I mean, he jobs to nobody. He actually, even at one point, is going against Piccolo and Goku, and he's just moving his head, just dodging. I mean, he's like UI out there. And I mean, he just looks, and then, takes the Kamehameha point blank to the chest, and then just like walks right on through it and just pounds Goku. Between that or him just when he lays waste to the entire field, I think that's going to be very interesting. Now, do you think that whatever unit it's going to be, do you think it's going to be a Dokkan Fest that goes into a TUR, or do you think it could be an LR?
It'll be a TUR.
TUR. Do you think an LR will be on the banner?
Yep, Blue Boys.
I was just going to say the same thing. I got Blue Boys right up here. Because Blue Boys, it's been 9 months on JP since Blue Boys has come back, and I think that's going to be the perfect opportunity for him to come back. Now, will they come back on Global versus JP? I mean, sometimes in the past they have had slightly different banners, so that could happen.
Hopefully.
Oh, go ahead.
Hopefully, since it's shared, they don't do some scummy shit, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting. I mean, hopefully everything will be very, very similar. Then next, kind of going into it, I mean, I think that I would be pretty cool to see, like, a new Paragus card as well as the side unit. Or if it's not going to be, like, Paragus exchange unit to Broly, but if they had a side Paragus, or even take the Paragus from the movie, or the SR Paragus, and maybe make him a TUR, or make him an EZA at some point, and just do some type of an awakening with him. Do you think that would be good?
No, I would prefer that we get a Paragus from the same timeline that the Broly was given to us, because you got.
Yes.
I mean, clearly we got two different armor types.
Oh yeah, no.
We've got the yellow and the white armor.
Yeah, and I think everything will be Z based.
Purple stretch.
Yeah. So I think that'll be pretty decent. Now, if they do the super, I mean, obviously they could do like an EZA with Paragus and Broly, the one that's the Joined Forces Pure Saiyans category that does all that. I could see them. I think either one of those could get an EZA from that standpoint. Again, it's very, very small chance I think that they would do a super, but you never know. But one thing that I guess my next question is that, okay, we know what that unit is, we know different things. Really, 3 years ago was the first Saiyan Day unit, and that was when they introduced EZAs. It was Super Saiyan 3 AGL Goku. So, and then 2 years ago and last year, they were EZA heavy with different EZAs that had come out. What unit do you think is going to have the best chance of getting an EZA?
Oh man, that's a tough one. Yeah,
Obviously, Saiyan.
I can do some live messing around here. Hold on.
Because what I have brought up on my screen right now is Super Saiyan Broly from the Super event. I mean, now everything is full bore. I think everything is open. I don't think they will. Again, I think if they go, they're going to make a choice. It's either going to be Super Broly or it's going to be Z Broly. Which, complete side note, break in the conversation. I don't know if you follow Heroes. I'm waiting for the time that Super Broly fights Z Broly in Heroes. So, complete side note, just had to throw that in. Any which way, back to this topic conversation. No, I think that what I think the very first thing that's probably I could see them turning around and doing is, as I wait for my screen to pop up here, I could see them EZAing LR Strength Broly.
It depends what direction you guys. Let's assume we go with your direction with the Z Broly. Then yeah, maybe the LR Broly. I think that was just a special occasion. That since it was the anniversary, I don't think that EZAing summonable LRs is going to be something that they take lightly and do all the time. So if they do go the direction of Z Broly, then yeah, maybe the LR STR Broly. If they go the direction that it seems they're going because of, they've got the Goten and Trunks now, the brats. If they do Bio Broly, then I don't see why they couldn't EZA the free-to-play Bio Broly.
Right. No, I completely agree with you on that. I think that can definitely happen. And it'll be interesting. So, I mean, really, I think the biggest thing that they could do with just EZAing this character, I mean, take away the static boost of 80,000 attack and make it a percentage, maybe give him 200% attack and like 100% defense. Like, take away the defense aspect of his, and then he still launches that additional super attack. I mean, maybe turning around and saying that, if he's doing colossal damage to everybody, maybe turn around and say, hey, we're going to get everything from that standpoint is lower attack, lower defense, increased stats. I think any of that stuff could turn around and be viable. Do you think they would ever mess around with the Tech Broly, or do you think that's just too far off? I think I might have just lost Swipe. Swipe, you there?
I'm here.
Okay, all right. I thought I lost you there for a second. I don't know how long I lost you, but basically the last thing I just was talking about was the Tech Broly. Do you think Tech Broly has any opportunity if they go through LR EZA paths? Do you think that could be something? No. You think he's just too good as he is right now? Just leave him.
There's nothing wrong with him. He is not outdated. There's no freaking way in hell.
I think the only other thing next that I would think is an EZA, just because it kind of fits more JP right now than it does us, but see an EZA for Bio Broly.
Yep, that's what I was saying. It just depends. It depends on the direction that whatever the Dokkan Fest is for the celebration.
I just find it also...
I personally
go ahead.
Don't like the Bio Broly idea. I don't want to see that, but at least... everybody will say, but it's different, so why not? We could get,
Oh yeah, I think any of that stuff could turn around, and I think everything's kind of on the table. I mean, it'll be very interesting to see how it kind of breaks down, and kind of see that route. Bio Broly would be different. I don't think they're going to do a separate celebration for Legendary Super Saiyan, Second Coming, which is the second Broly movie, and then Bio Broly being the third. I think they're going to combine all three into one. And I really do think throughout the rest of the year, we're going to end up with the movie theme throughout the year up until the worldwide global celebration, which I'm going to go ahead and say my prediction, what I think that's going to be. I think at worldwide celebration, we're going to see Garlic Jr. I think he is probably the most hyped movie that we're waiting for as far as movie boss. We're waiting for an adaptation. What do you think?
Yep, they know it. That's why they haven't done it yet. They know that everybody's starved for that to happen, and that's why they don't.
Yeah. So what kind of events do you think you want to see for Saiyan Day? I want to see them finally give us our final 2 copies for Team Bardock, personally. Do you think that they would do another 5-day release? Or I'm not 5-day release, a new team, like free-to-play team release, like Z Fighters, or do you think that they would do anything?
No, they should give us the remaining Extreme SBR that we don't have.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Happy camper.
Yeah, Extreme Super Battle Road. That's always good to get those. I think we could get a Infinite Dragon Ball History.
As long as I get my ESBR, I am a happy camper because I have nothing left to do.
Well, and hopefully that will come through. I mean, I do actually still have some things that I could still do on Battle Super Battle Road and Extreme Super Battle Road, but I think that we can also turn around and have what's it called? Virtual Clash. I think we could have a virtual clash that's specific around Saiyan Day. I think we could turn around and maybe even have an explosive chain battle based around Saiyan Day. I think either one of those is 2 real possibilities as well. And
well, that's definitely possible. Absolutely, because before it was Global wasn't capable of chain battle, so they would get it for things that were shared and that we didn't, so I don't see why not.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're going to end up seeing some pretty decent things that are going to come around. I think the celebration is going to be right. I mean, I know all things considering, taking that out, I know 6 year is really, I think, something that's been pretty hyped up. I think JP, as people have been seeing things that have been happening on JP, they seem to be coming out with some really great units. I remember when people were first talking about the Bio Broly versions of Trunks and Goten, people were like, I don't want that. And then the card drops and they're an amazing unit. The Krillin is an amazing Krillin. And then everybody's like, dude, those are awesome units that turned around and boosted so many different things. I just think, that's a clear indication that there's a lot of things that people want.
Well, how do you think the best way to sell a product is? They're not something that everybody wanted, but now they made it to where it's something everybody could need.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't personally like that card, but that doesn't stop the fact that card is ridiculously strong.
Oh, yeah. And there's a lot of cards. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I have to ask myself, am I going to summon on Saiyan Day? Because of the fact of so many different things kind of going on. 6 year, I really, really want 6 year. I have to take that step back and I have to look at that unit and think about, well, what do I typically run? I run a lot of Universe 7 and Wicked Bloodlines. I'm curious to see if Global will get that update that JP did where you could go to that website to see all your statistics of what you typically run the most, because I want to know what my most ran units are in my most ran teams, and I'm going to probably say it would be Reps Universe 7 and Wicked Bloodlines. And knowing that 6 years all about that, I'm just super excited about waiting for those.
I am too. I hope it doesn't go poorly. That's my biggest fear. There's six new units and I get one. Yeah, I can't deal with that.
Yeah, I mean it's I don't know. Wow, I mean it'll be very very interesting, especially with some of the different things. I also really hope with I mean if the blue boys are on the banner, that will definitely make me want to summon on it. Then turn around and think, okay, if I don't get them, I have no problem buying those guys with my red coins. I mean that they're
Oh, absolutely not.
to me they are a purchase of red coin units. I mean, I covet those things. I mean, I've got 2,500 of them. I've never spent them. I maybe once. No, I think I used it one time to get my very first copy of Blue Kaioken Goku, the Strength one, because I really wanted him, and I still only have one dupe in him. So I mean, it's not like I can't use him. But he's a I went ahead and did that. But otherwise, I always tell people save him for LRs, and that's an LR I really really want.
As I sit here and stare at two useless copies.
Whatever. So, well, let's go ahead and I mean we've been talking now about this for like 20 minutes, so let's go ahead and kind of wind some things down here. So, is there anything else in regards to Saiyan Day that you'd like to see, or any other comments that you have about Saiyan Day?
Nope, just making sure it's a good unit that makes me want to pay money to you. Give me my ESBR, and don't screw me on summons.
Yeah, I think. I mean, I agree. I think the only other thing that would be a out of left field oddball thing is I wouldn't mind seeing a easy A of the Team Bardock Great Apes. I think that would be a kind of like an easy A area for them, just because that boosts not only team. Well, they can't be ran on Team Bardock, but that would just be cool. I mean, that's all Saiyan. That's pure Saiyan type stuff, and just to kind of see an easy A of those types of units, I think would be pretty cool. So, otherwise, I guess that's pretty much about it as far as for this video. Unless you got anything else you wanted to add.
Nope, I'm good. I made my point.
All right, fantastic. Well, guys, if you haven't done so already, please make sure you guys are going down and hitting that red subscribe button. And don't forget that notification bell so you're notified each and every time that I'm uploading a new video. And please, 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 please go to Swipe the Stones YouTube. He is an amazing content creator. He does so many great, wonderful things. And he is probably the most accessible Dokkan YouTuber I think that's out there. I mean, so many people are interactive and do so many wonderful things. But I'll tell you what, Swipe is just above and beyond when it comes to that kind of stuff. He is wonderful. So go check out his Discord. Go check out his channel. Subscribe. I want to do everything I possibly can to help this guy get to 1,000 subs by at least 6 year. I personally think we can do it by Memorial Weekend. But otherwise, that's pretty much it. That's today's video. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think for Saiyan Day. Some final predictions as we move into the final day before we start getting the Saiyan Day information from the Dokkan Now Volume 4. But otherwise, guys, that's it. That's today's video. Thank you very much. We'll talk to you guys later.
See ya.